Hong Kong women, Mariko Hill. You can't hear me. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Hong Kong and the Kowloon Cricket Club. What a day we had yesterday for the first day of the Hong Kong World Sixes, the 2017 edition. It's day 2 today, and to kick us off, we've got an exhibition match for you. It's the Hong Kong women, known affectionately here as the Red Dragons, taking on the Cricket Hong Kong Dragons. Some of these lads have only started playing the game a couple of years ago. It promises to be a beauty to start, and to join me in commentary is Chris Rogers.
Thank you, Ryan. And what a day it was yesterday too. We had some amazing cricket by Pakistan, who led the tables. The surprise package in the under-19 Bangladeshi players, wasn't it?
Fantastic. Didn't they love a dance? Chris, I know that you like a dance on the floor, and they were fantastic. Here are the two teams, the Hong Kong women and the Hong Kong Dragons. The Dragons lost the toss, and the women decided to bowl first, and they're going to take best use of this wicket on a fresh strip and a beautiful day here in Hong Kong.
the sun is shining, and what a setting we have here again. In the middle of the Kowloon high rise, Ryan. What a place to be.
What a day it was yesterday. Now, Eddie Yang and Bobby Chan are going to lead us off for the Dragons.
Right.
And here we go. First ball of the day is a bit of a wild one. A little Noe to start us off, and they're going to get an extra to go with it.
Maybe a few nerves there. First ball for Kerry Chan.
Oh, I've no doubt. Some nerves. First time that we've that she's probably been on the live stream all around the world.
So wides and no balls are not re-bowled in this game, Ryan?
No, just it's an exhibition game, so we don't want to be too harsh. There's a better delivery. She's back on the mark now, and they're going to scamper a leg by to start us off. Now, the Hong Kong women are on the up in the world. They recently won the East Asia Cup here in Hong Kong. And as we've seen right around the world, the women's cricket is on the up. The last World Cup was absolute beaut. Through the covers there. And Ang's going to get a couple.
Bobby.
Just a little slip there from the non-striker Bobby Chan, and they nearly didn't come back for two, but in the end nearly got three with an overthrow.
Good delivery there, nice and full. Going to look for two on the offside. Good piece of fielding.
But Kerry Chan, the first ball, there was probably a few nerves there, but she settled in quite well here.
Her length has been outstanding.
We didn't always see the greatest bowling yesterday, did we?
Oh, no. No, sirree.
With over 200 sixes.
Again, good delivery. Just going to take the one. Mariko Hill down there at deep mid-off. Wait till she bowls. They call her the Rocket. Fantastic throwing arm. Good over so far, just 7 off. And again, it's a good delivery. There's a chance for a run out, but they make it home. End of the first one, it's none for 8, none for 9.
Ball up.
Athletic fielding there from Kerry Chan. Tell you what I'd like to see though, Ryan. Talked up the Hublot power sign yesterday. No one hit it. Imagine we got hit in this game.
I would love to see a little 12, of course. If you can hit that sign, that's 12. Keanu Gill, one of the favourite ladies here at the Kowloon Cricket Club, will take up the attack. And chance there, no. Going to get a single down the ground.
The centre. 5 to come.
Keanu has been a member of this Red Dragons team for quite some time. Very good batsman. High ball. Chance here. Is anyone going to get there? No, she can't get a hold of it. Going to scamper back for 2.
Be a hard catch that when you have to turn round, looking up, not exactly sure where that ball is. You did say the Red Dragons, Ryan. I'm told here by Director of Cricket at Kowloon, Charlie Burke, that the girls actually made their own Twitter feed.
This could be the first boundary of the morning. It's going to fine leg. Is it going? Yes, it is. There you go. There's the first boundary.
So, yeah, the women's Twitter, at Red Dragons.
You love your Twitter too. Be all over that.
I think they're searching for some followers, so hopefully we can get them a few.
Down the ground. There's a maximum, the first one of the day, and a nice shot there. We know it's a short boundary here at Kowloon, but to the leg side for the lefty, in that area, it is tiny. Good comeback there from Keanu Gill, right up there in the block hole. Eddie Yang can't do anything with it.
This is the harder end to bowl from, isn't it, Ryan? The boundary, the straight boundaries are so small. You have to get your length right.
Little bit of shape there, and it's going to be whipped away down to fine leg, and there's another boundary. And Eddie Yang has got the motors running. End of 2, it's none for 27.
Eddie Yang just helping that on its way down to a vacant fine leg. It's pretty quick here too at Kowloon Cricket Club.
I'd like $1 for every time I saw you nudge one down to fine leg for a run.
I might have been all right in sixes, no fine leg.
And there's the 6. That was a good hit.
She's coming through.
The left arm offie. Bobby Chan can only get it maybe for 2, and he will get 2.
Just towed there by Bobby Chan. Looked like he was trying to take that leg side. Got it right on the end of the bat. Went out to a cover area.
Again, gets to it on the front. Half a chance here. Mariko Hill does not drop these catches, and she takes it. The ladies have got the first. Mariko Hill is an absolute gun in the field, and at no point was she ever going to drop that.
That's the old crocodile style catching too, but no worries at all.
Jansu Hao has a wicket, and she'll be pretty happy about that.
Is that the catching technique you taught him down here?
I wasn't the fielding coach. I'm going to say that was Charlie Burke.
Over and they're 4 to come.
Blame the batting on me, but not the fielding. Eddie Yang has been going well, and he's going to go down the ground here for 4. Powerfully struck. A good shot. He moves to 25 off 11 and on the brink of maybe a retirement. Of course, in this competition, if you get to 31, you've got to walk away and sit down for a while. Oh, and he tried to hit that into the bleachers, and he'll get a leg by.
We're on a slight angle here. I thought maybe an LB shout was on the offering there.
Batsman, she's coming left arm around and they're 2 to come.
So here's Ming batting at 3, the young man that was signed by the Sydney Sixers. As he hoiks that away to leg side, a good leg spin bowler, and had a great time at the Big Bash last year with the Sydney Sixers side.
Batsman, she's coming left arm around and they're 2 to come.
So here's Ming batting at 3, the young man that was signed by the Sydney Sixers. As he hoiks that away to leg side, a good leg spin buck, and it's 4 more. Good shot from Eddie Yang there, bowler. Pretty good shot down the ground. So here they are, the national team this morning, going through their paces. Let me tell you, there is a bit of niggle between the ladies and the Dragons.
I've heard both sides are up for it.
Absolutely. This is bragging rights for at least 365 days. Shanzin Shazad will come on, and she, later on as well, can hit a long rock. And she starts with a little bit of a sniff to Ming. She gets a dot.
Maybe just a hint of in-swing there as well.
So Eddie Yang is on 29 at the other end, and Ming is just starting his way and wants to hit it hard, and he's going to get a wide there with an extra one. Just remembering that won't be re-bowled.
So you do much work with these batsmen, Ryan?
I did. While I was here, I tried to help out as much as I could. Like I say, a lot of these players never saw the game of cricket before in their lives, only a year or so ago.
Eddie Yang looks a likely type. Hits them straight.
There's a couple of lads. Nigel's son was a tennis professional.
Right.
And he's now a tennis coach up at Hong Kong Cricket Club, and decided, well, I better have a crack at this game. Just got to be told that in this match you got to retire at 30. So Eddie is on his way. Well batted. And here he is, Nigel's son. Let me tell you, he won't die wondering. As Ming tries to whack that down the ground, and a good piece of fielding there from Chan has kept it to 1.
Well, Nigel's son didn't learn running between the wickets in tennis, I can tell you that. Had no interest.
Well, I will say that the Dragons, as they're progressing, their lack of cricket knowledge occasionally just lets them down a little bit. But like I say, learning all the time. He clips that away to deep square, and they'll pick up a single as Mariko Hill cleans up. A good over so far for the ladies. After 5 balls, only 6 off it. Fully a bit loose, and that's going to be taken away. It's a shame, but that's the end of the over, and she goes for a boundary.
Would have been a brilliant over until that one. Just a full toss, outside leg, helped on its way by Lee Ka Ming.
Yeah, you can't bowl there.
It's easy pickings there, isn't it?
So 1 over to go. The Dragons are 51 for 1, and it's going to be the skipper to finish up proceedings for the ladies, Mariko Hill. Again, Mariko was signed, I'm pretty sure, to the Melbourne Renegades in the women's BBL for a season. And here she comes. Beautiful sight on action as they pick up a single off the first ball.
Well, she's been impressive in the field, and that looked a good delivery, didn't it?
Yeah, she's an impressive young lady. Good little bit of shape away from the right-handers generally, and will no doubt be one of the top order with the bat. Ming starts to move in the crease, and that's well bowled. And they'll run it by, one of those things that yesterday really started to get under my skin, Bruce.
That's almost the perfect spot you have to be, isn't it? Just outside off, full pitching on the crease. They're the ones that we found were hardest to hit.
It's a good piece of bowling, and it's a drop chance. It was a hot one, but she got a hand to it but couldn't quite get it. Could be a run out here, and there will be a great piece of fielding from the ladies, and they got their second wicket.
Well, the field is not bowled by Mariko. That great fielding by Hong Kong
Here's the half chance. It was a good reaction and almost plucked it. Nice piece of fielding. And it's all she wrote. And umpire Sharoy Batcher, no difficulty in giving that decision. So we're halfway through the final over, and so far it's been a good one for the ladies. That is going to cost them 6, though. That's a beautiful shot from Nigel over the leg side for 6.
You can see he likes that leg side. He's got that open stance. Clears that front leg, and that was in the slot.
Holds the bat very high, a la Adam Gilchrist.
I think you like that. It's a solid unit, is Nigel.
As you can see there, very high bat grip. It should give a lot better elevation. So Mariko Hill needs to stay off his pads. That's better, but that's a good shot down the ground, and that's going to be 4 more. Fantastic piece of cricket.
Well, that's a great piece of timing. He didn't actually swing that hard, and that's almost carried over the boundary.
1 to go, and the Dragons at 64 for 2 are in a pretty good position. That's a beautiful cricket shot down the ground. Slower ball, full toss, picked it and dispatched it for 4 to finish it off. A good piece of batting there from Nigel's son has seen his team reach 68 for 2 off their allotted 5 overs. Just got the length wrong there, Mariko, and paid the price. So there's the scorecard. Eddie Ang was fantastic at the top of the order with 30 from his 15 rocks and was retired. And then a little cameo from Nigel's son, 17 from 6, to the bulk of the scoring.
And the cricket Hong Kong women were in a pretty good position until that last over where Mariko Hill just leaped a few, went for 16. But chasing a total of 68, they'll think that that's gettable, Ryan?
Absolutely. They won't go down. They will not go down swinging, that's for sure. Now let's have our first match today. Let's go down to Cat on the boundary for the toss of the coin.
Yes, our first match will be 1v8. So it's Pakistan v the MCC, Samit Patel and Sohail Tanvir join me. Boys, let's get this toss underway. Your call?
Heads.
Heads is the call. And it is heads. So what would you like to do?
We're going to bowl first.
And your reason for that?
We'll just try and chase down whatever they get. Obviously, they're a good unit, top seed. So, yeah, it's going to be a good game.
They definitely are a good unit. They're undefeated. What's your plan of attack?
I think we try and exploit their batting. They've obviously got some good players, but I think that's our best way to try and win the game.
All the best.
Thank you.
So how are you looking like a bit of a rock star this morning with the sunnies on? You're going to bat first. Thoughts on that?
I'm happy either way. I mean, we have good batting unit as well. I mean, guys are batting well. I mean, and bowling wise, we have all bowlers who can bowl well. So I'm happy that we're batting first, and we'll try to put a good total on the board and defend it.
You must be happy that you're undefeated, but what's been your advice to the boys in order to improve today and make it to that final?
Well, not really, just to keep it going. I mean, the way we're playing, I mean, the way we're bowling and the way we're batting, because this is very short of format. So if you have 1 or 2 bad hours, you can lose the game. So idea is to keep focus on the game, because now this is what matters. I mean, because semi and final are coming up, so we're looking forward for it.
Good luck.
Cheers, thank you.
There we have it. The MCC won the toss and elected to bowl.
Thanks, Kat. Well, that will be a fantastic game. Quite noticeable. Pakistan loved bowling first yesterday, and pretty much restricted every team to around the 80. As we have a look at some of the highlights from this innings, that was a half chance there from Keno Gill that she couldn't quite hang on, and then she paid the ultimate price.
Eddie Ang played a beautiful innings there. Took it to the leg side, and there was that big hit out to the deep. Mariko Hill with a safe pair of hands And in came Nigel Sun later to finish off the innings with a couple of big strikes. But 68, it'll be a competitive score for the Dragons, and a tough chase for the Red Dragon women. But that last over, probably just the icing on the cake there, 16. That did the damage for the Dragons.
Well, have a look at it. It's an absolute perfect day here in Hong Kong. And the Kowloon Cricket Club, with the skyscrapers all around it, one of the most unique cricket grounds in all of the world, is looking an absolute treat. So plenty of cricket coming up later on today, folks, so don't go away. At 8:45, Pakistan, the number 1 seed, will take on the MCC in what promises to be an absolute belting game of cricket to start. If you might have just missed, the MCC have won the toss and they're going to bowl first. And to lead us off in this one, it's going to be Lee Ka Ming bowling his left arm leg spin against Keanu Gill and Mariko Hill. Starts with a full toss and gets away with it.
I think it is a no ball.
There's a freebie, a no-ing, just to remind you that in this exhibition match they don't bowl those again.
So who are the women players to look out for here?
Well, this one right here, the rocket, Mariko Hill, knows how to hit a long rock. She's going to get you would have thought a leg side wide, but no, the umpire missed that one. Probably got it right, to be fair to him. As you can see, Ming lands his leggy quite often.
Yeah, handy little leg spin that. Has quite a high action. Does he turn it?
He does turn it. As Hill comes down the wicket and is knocked over, clean as a whistle, the girls lose a big one.
Top of off. That's how you do it, isn't it? I think we found yesterday too that the spin bowlers who had a bit of variation, could turn the ball, they have made the difference.
Yeah, pace on a small ground seemed to go the distance. Coming down the wicket there, Mariko just seemed to york herself.
That centre.
Coming in now, Shanzeen Shahzad, and like I said, she will not die wondering.
Right arm over, 2 to come.
Ming on the leg side is hampered away for 4 and she's underway.
That's what you want first up, isn't it? Little full toss just outside leg. Just tickle it down the fine leg for a boundary.
As you just saw there, plenty of support here for the ladies. Just on the leg side, just to Erd, and she whipped it away nicely. 1 to go here from Ming, and it's a goodie. And it's the end of the over. We're 9 for 1 off the first over.
So Ryan, I'd like to know a little bit about cricket here in Hong Kong and the development of it over the last few years.
Oh, it's been one of the major reasons why Charlie Burke and now Simon Cook and Mark Wright, they're all promoting the game here in Hong Kong. And, you know, we've seen the national team go from strength to strength, qualifying for World Cups, the ladies as well. But the local cricket people here in Hong Kong, it's been a very big push to try and get them into the game. And it's Nigel Sun going to bowl the second over. And he's underway with a single there. And they are starting to really accept the game here and want to be a part of it, which is a fantastic thing. That's a wide one, and it's going to be called a wide.
It's a little bit of outswing there from Nigel Sun. Showed a bit of talent in this game, hasn't he, when he came out with the bat? Heaved a few over the leg side.
Oh, he's got a wicket. She's played it on, and the ladies lose their second wicket with only 12 on the board. As you can see here, tried to hoik it away on the onside, got the inside edge, and she's on her way. Nigel Sun is having a good day.
He's just trying to drag it over to the vacant mid-wicket area. Probably needed to go a touch straighter.
Carrie Chan is going to be the new batsman, a left-hander. Generally opens the batting in the longer form of the game. You're going to get a single here, and again, Carrie Chan is another great story. Didn't even know what the game of cricket was only a couple of seasons ago. Yeah, just getting back to it, Bucky, the promotion of the game here in this country has been very good, and it's been one of the highlights from Cricket Hong Kong over the last 4 to 5 years at least. Cricket has always been played in Hong Kong for over 100 years, you know, with British rule. And now that the British have gone, doesn't matter. Cricket is still getting bigger and bigger, which is fantastic.
Well, you only have to look at the two clubs, Kowloon Cricket Club and Hong Kong Cricket Club.
That's going to be a wide, and they'll get a couple for that.
But they're amazing facilities, aren't they? Because they're social clubs. It's not just cricket, of course. There's all sorts of sports here, isn't there?
Oh, absolutely. The Kowloon Cricket Club, for instance, is a 7-year waiting list if you want to get on board. But it's not just a cricket club, like you say. It has football, it has lawn bowl, it has squash, it has tennis, it has hockey, it has swimming, it has it all.
Badminton, I saw.
It's not my game, badminton, I've got to admit. Buck, it wasn't quite agile enough. And here's what's coming up next. Pakistan, the top dog, are going to take on the MCC. Ka-U Lin bowling his left arm off. He's going to go for a wide to start with. A good ball there, and she gets away with it. Going to go for one. Good piece of fielding out there from Ming. We'll get a couple. Good backing up as well.
She got hold of this one, and for a second there I thought that was sailing over the leg side boundary, but great piece of fielding out there in the deep.
Carrie Chan tries to hoy that away on the leg side. It's a dot ball, and pressure is mounting.
I think she slogs like I used to. Ryan could only take it onto the leg side. Didn't know what the offside was for.
Well, there you go. Another one on the onside. Going to come back for two, are they? They are, and they'll get there. Good running. And unlike you, Chris, I reckon Carrie's actually hit a few sixes in her life. Edge could be out, and he's out. The third one goes down for the ladies.
We saw a couple of catches by the wicket keeper yesterday, but it wasn't off them, was it, because of where they stood? But that was a genuine outside edge. Once again, trying to heave to the leg side.
Carrie was good, and it's Jennifer Davies, the wiki, moved to Kowloon Cricket Club this year, saw the light and came down from the hill from Hong Kong Cricket Club to join Kowloon. You think I'm a little one-sided when it comes to Kowloon.
There's no rivalry, is there?
No, not at all. It's us versus them here. Like you say, though, two very, very great clubs, and they get together without, no doubt, the foundation stone of Hong Kong Cricket, Kowloon Cricket Club and the Hong Kong Cricket Club. As Davies comes down and gets one, and due to those two, and now we've seen the emergence of wonderful clubs like the Pakistan Association. Little Saiwan has been a fantastic story. They've grown and grown, so you know they keep producing national players, and that's why the national team are in a position where they are currently fourth on the World Cricket League table, and needing to win probably one game against Papua New Guinea to stay ahead of Kenya and have automatic qualification to the World Cup qualifiers in Zimbabwe.
You did a lot of coaching here, Ryan. Did you teach them how to back up?
Square.
Well, tried to, but
Not sure quite understanding the rules there, but
the funny thing is now when we talk about backing up,
not even in the screen.
you've got to get a bit of a head start if you're lacking a bit of pace.
Well, I'd love to see a man cat in the Sixers.
Oh, come on. We've seen that too often in the world now.
Yeah.
That should be banned, the old man cat.
Saw that recently in a Pakistan domestic game.
Oh. Eddie Ang bowling has bowled a beaut. She knocked him over, and they've lost their third wicket, their fourth wicket, and the ladies are in trouble.
Brett Lee searing Yorker, that one.
In swinging Yorker, just clipped leg stump. It was a beaut. Let's have another look at it. Absolutely perfect, on the money.
Whacker, wasn't it?
Beautiful.
Can't hit them.
Well, the funny thing, going back to your backing up, in world cricket now, it's almost like you can't, because blokes hit them back too hard. You can't react.
Yeah.
So that's a wide one. They'll get a couple there. Chensa Ha is the new batsman, affectionately known as Charlotte.
I was just going to say, where's Charlotte come from?
Eddie's had a good day. He made 30 with the bat, the skipper, and now he's bowling a good over.
Almost rolled his fingers over that one. Little leg cutter.
Again, that is going to be one of the great run-outs of the day. We just spoke about backing up, and there you go, right on cue. You are kidding me. She's on her way. Jennifer Davies run out in the worst possible way. We've got to have a look at this again.
No, they thought the game was over, but in fact you have last man standing in sixes, don't you?
You do. And that is one of the highlights of the tournament so far. What an absolute beaut. We got to see that again. Someone show me that again. I still can't believe it.
Couldn't do it if you tried.
What a shocking way to get out. Don't back up, Buck. That's what I just said. Clipped away down to third man. They'll take a boundary.
Well, if she wins it from here, it'll be one of the great stories.
It will be. Of course, in Sixers cricket, last man stands. Here's the wicket. She clips it back straight. Jennifer Davies doing the right thing. Backs up. And oh dear. That is not great if you're a batsman. So Charlotte is the last man standing for the Hong Kong ladies, and they need a few off the last one. It's 40 to win.
batsman. It's right on.
I wonder if this is the perfect time for the old Hublot sign to come in, Spucky. You get 12 if you can hit that. First one, she whacks through cover, a beautiful shot and some good fielding. Restricts it to 1, maybe 2. Yes, they do.
I would love to see a maximum out there. That would be an amazing hit. And no, I didn't hit many sixes, Ryan. But I hit one more test six than you, so we'll leave it at that.
I knew that was coming at some point. Another nice shot to the offside, a cover drive. They're looking for 2, and they're probably in a little bit of trouble, but makes her ground. Well run.
Safe. Big dive at the end.
What do we make? About 3,000 or 4,000 test runs between us? We are a team, Buck. We're a commentary team.
Stuart Broad, thanks for coming. I think the boundary were as big as it was at Cardiff. It was about the same size as the boundary here. It was the top edge.
Don't say that, because when you're talking to your grandkids, it'll be you got inside it and helped us on the way for a massive 6. So halfway through the last, and the Cricket Hong Kong Dragons look like they're going to take this one out. Nice bit of in-swing. They've got to get a leg by, will they? Jennifer Davies scrambling, gets one, gets there.
Well, I think they were both up for this game, weren't they? There were bragging rights on offer, but it's been played in a very good spirit.
I think the Dragons will make sure the ladies know that they're the kings.
The Red Dragons Hong Kong women, isn't it?
It is. Make sure you get onto their Twitter feed. That might be a leg side wide. Yeah, make sure you're following us on Twitter all through today. Facebook. We're everywhere. We're live streaming the world, Chris.
I think there was a huge following yesterday.
As they're going to scamper, probably get a bye there. And that'll do it for us in this exhibition match. Cricket Hong Kong Dragons prevail over the ladies. Like you say, played in great spirit. But all congratulations to the Dragons. And they'll be pretty happy, and let me tell you, they know how to celebrate.
Well, you think they'll be over in that Perini tent later today?
Oh, they'll be there, don't worry about that, and good on them. Might join them at some point. So there's the tail of the tape. The ladies, the batting, they just couldn't get underway. They couldn't get momentum after they lost the big wicket of Mariko Hill.
Yeah, it was a beautiful piece of bowling by Li Ming, the leg spinner who did Mariko in the flight. And as we see the bowling statistics, you can see that the Hong Kong Dragons will be happy with their work. And as you said, they'll be celebrating a hard-fought victory later today.
Well, that's the beauty of playing at 8 o'clock in the morning. You've got all day to celebrate, Buck. And why wouldn't you? Have a good day.
Well, there'll be a few sore heads floating around today, though, but I think the Hong Kong Dragons will be leading the charge.
I tell you what they do well here in Hong Kong, and that's know how to back up. So it'll be another big day here in Hong Kong. There's the match summary. As the Dragons, 68 for 2 from their overs, were a little too good for the national ladies side. And now, after the completion of the game, let's go down to Kat who's got some interviews.
We'll then be able to tell you who's going to come up in the semi-final.
Yes, I'm here with the captain, Mariko Hill. Mariko, not the result you were after. What did you make of that unbelievable run out towards the end there?
Well, to be honest, everything that can happen in cricket, I think that's the most unfortunate run out that can happen. But at least it was good entertainment, I think.
We'll be watching a replay of that because our commentators called it one of the highlights of the tournament.
Really? Well, for Jennifer, I don't think it'd be too nice, but I'm definitely going to egg her on for that.
Tell us, what does it mean to the girls to play in this tournament? It's such a famous tournament, the Hong Kong Sixers.
It's definitely incredible. It's an international event, basically, and the amount of live stream that would happen and go out to the world, I think it's good exposure for women's cricket.
Certainly is. And tell us what's coming up for the team.
So we've got a pre-tour coming up to India. That's for a week, and then after that we're going straight to the World Cup qualifiers in Thailand. And that's a massive tournament in terms of funding for women's cricket.
Are you surprised by how far you've come? Because everyone I speak to is just amazed at the progression of this team in recent years.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say the local development in the team has been immaculate. From a team that used to be predominantly Westerners or expats, now 70%, 80% of the team is all local Hong Kong Chinese-based team, and we have improved out of sight as well.
Certainly have. Well, all the best for the rest of the year, and thanks for your time.
No worries. Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Kat. A big year coming up for the ladies.
No, they're well spoken there, Mariko. We should get her up in the commentary, maybe.
Absolutely, she can take my spot because she speaks much better than me, let me tell you. Pakistan versus the MCC. That's the first big one coming up. Don't go away because we have a massive day ahead of us. The Sixers are back in Hong Kong, and why wouldn't you want to watch that?
Day 2 of the 2017 Hong Kong World Sixes. We've had the exhibition match out of the way, and now we've got the first of the second round games. Pakistan, who were the number one team from yesterday's proceedings, against the MCC, who came in at number 8. But they've got a point to prove today. Pakistan batsmen are out there because Samit Patel won the toss and asked them to go in and bat first. Awais Shah alongside in the commentary box. Good chance for the MCC to put yesterday's proceedings right. Maybe start with an upset.
Good morning, Gautam. Good morning, everyone. Yes, an opportunity for the MCC to put things right against the top-ranked Pakistan team, who were very impressive yesterday, especially with the ball. They really knew how to go about progressing into the tournament. They ran up and bowled a good hard length, made it very difficult for the English batsmen to get them away.
Yeah, we saw some big hits from that man, Hamad Azam. As we keep telling you, one of the two recognised batsmen in a sense in this Pakistan lineup. After this, it's all the bowlers who like to bat, from Sohail Tanvir downwards. It's a nice way to start. Just pushes it for a boundary, a nice little warm-up for the batsman. You think it was just a push back to the bowler for a dot ball, but that's the nature of this format.
Yes, a great start, and actually quite happy to see someone actually using the pace of the ball. No one really tried to do that yesterday. It was very much trying to muscle the ball over the boundary. But yeah, lovely start. Just allowing the ball to come close to him and running it down to third man for 4 runs.
Yeah, this time it's more sixes style, an attempt at muscling the ball. And you see the difference there. He used the pace with the first ball, got himself a boundary. This time tried to do so much more and ended up with just a single. Farhan also played well yesterday. Good start from the MCC. Several of the games yesterday we saw the batsmen trying to assert themselves in the very first over. First ball could disappear out of the ground. This one could just be into the hands. What a catch from Samit Patel. Oh, goodness gracious me. Have the MCC shown what they're turned up with today?
MCC have arrived. Samit Patel's pulled off an absolute belter. What a catch. We saw Darren Stevens come up with a really good catch yesterday, but let's have a look at this one here. He parries it with his right hand and manages to retain his balance and still complete the catch. Well done, Samit Patel.
Absolutely fantastic. As always mentioned, there were 2 parts to the catch. One was to actually make sure the ball stays in his hand, and 2, to make sure that all of him, and there's plenty of him out there, stays inside the field of play. Well done, Samit Patel. This could be another. This could be another. It's going to
complete the catch. Well done, Samit Patel.
Early morning was absolutely fantastic. As always mentioned, there were 2 parts to the catch. One was to actually... That'll be 4. That's a nice traditional cricket shot from Farhan. Past the bowler. Before good first over, and that's the reason the captain of the MCC always take it away.
Nice cricket shot that. Allowed the ball to come right under his head. Just timed it away. I tell you what, that first over, Gareth Berg picking up that wicket, but boy, I tell you, that catch was something else.
Yeah, this is the reason why we've got Pakistan playing the MCC. 1 plays 8, and then you just work your way into the centre of the table. The Kiwis taking on Hong Kong, South Africa, Sri Lanka, and Australia, Bangladesh. Oh, that's a little sloppy. That is a little sloppy behind the stumps. You don't want to give runs away after such a good first over. You've kept the runs in check. You've taken an early wicket. A great piece of fielding got you that wicket. And a poor piece of fielding concedes 4 runs off Jordan Clark's first delivery. He's not had a great tournament, has he?
White ball.
That's going to be the first big Virgin Atlantic maximum of this morning. And it's the captain of Pakistan who asserts himself. Sohail Tanvir just helps it along.
Beautiful bit of timing there by Sohail Tanvir. Just allows the ball to come as close as possible to him. Doesn't try to overhit it.
This time again doesn't try to overhit it and over long on for maximum. I can tell you what, had that shot been from this end of the ground, that was pretty much in the Hublot arc.
Yeah, I think an attempted slow ball there by Jordan Clark, but Searle Tanvir up to the challenge. That's 4 more. So Jordan Clark having a tough time of it. Can't say he had the most remembering day yesterday, but I don't think things have got any better for him today.
Need a little bit of luck when you've had that kind of day, and that could easily on another day have crashed into the stumps instead. So Sohail Tanvir picks up another boundary. 17 of 5. Captain knows they need a big score on the board. And there's another one. Watch out in the stands. The folks who have turned up early in the morning, there's quite a few in, expecting a big crowd this afternoon. We crossed 200 sixes yesterday. The Virgin Atlantic count continues to mount.
Yeah, the bowler's got to recognise Sohail Tanvir is very strong off the front foot. They've got to try and stay out of his arc. Mind you, Jordan Clark's trying to drag the length back that one, but Sohail Tanvir just managing to rock back and pick the ball up over deep square leg for yet another 6.
That meant 30 runs of that Jordan Clark over, and I suspect he had a very similar 30-run over yesterday. We were just talking about Pakistan taking on the MCC, New Zealand against Hong Kong, South Africa, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh, Australia, and the teams that win the respective games will go on to compete for the cup, and all the other teams will get into the semi-finals of the plate. So everyone stays alive here. Awaits the catch again in the first over.
Yeah, I love how Samit Patel manages to keep his balance. That's the key there. Watches it all the way into the palm of his hand, manages to parry it there, and then to complete the catch, and just there to keep his balance. Well done, Samit.
That's out of the ground. That is into the trees. And some neighbour on Cox's Road was having his breakfast and was rudely interrupted.
Yes, that was a biggie by Sohail Tanvir. Manages to get it on the full, and that's enough for Sohail Tanvir. So he retires for 35, just off a mere 8 balls. Well done, captain.
Yes, I was trying to simplify the entire format. Wasn't entirely accurate first and was rudely interrupted.
Yes, that was a biggie by Sohail Tanvir. Manages to get it on the full.
Uses the pace, whatever pace Samit Patel's offering.
Yeah, but that's enough for Sohail Tanvir. So he retires for 35, recognising this just...
Yes, I was trying to simplify the entire format.
Just guide the ball down.
Wasn't entirely accurate first and was rudely interrupted.
Yes, that was a biggie by Sohail Tanvir. Manages to get it on the full.
Uses the pace, whatever pace Samit Patel's offering.
Yeah, but that's enough for Sohail Tanvir. So he retires for 35, recognising this just...
Yes, I was trying to simplify the entire format.
Just guide the ball down.
Wasn't entirely accurate first. The neighbours into the trees, out of the stadium, but was rudely interrupted.
Yes, that was a biggie by Sohail Tanvir. Manages to get it on the full. Flat 6 there. Manages to hit it almost about a couple of yards off the ground. It's pure power.
We've got a fielder interested, and he doesn't take it.
Well, that's a first. I've played against Ricky Clark for about 20 years. I've never seen the man drop a catch. He seems to have done all the hard work. Oh dear. Would that prove costly for the MCC?
Very, very costly indeed. This was yesterday. The kind of entertainment the Pakistan batsmen treated us to. We were talking about some of the big sixes. Yeah, Pakistan had quite a few of them, and that's why they finished number 1 on that table of 8 teams.
Yeah, they hit some big ones, didn't they? They all tend to pick the ball up rather casually over the leg side, but they also can hit the ball straight and over extra cover.
No, that's not part of the package. That's live. That's a boundary of Darren Stevens' first delivery. Pakistan continue on their merry way. After that catch from Samit Patel, you suddenly felt the MCC have a sniff. But already... It's a good shot. That is a wonderful shot. Straight into the stands. And as you can see down there, we've had a few high scores yesterday, a couple in the 115 variety. But today, it's already under threat in the opening game.
Yeah, 2 full tosses to start off with for Darren Stevens. Makes life a lot easier for the batsman when you don't use the facilities.
We haven't seen much of that. Darren Stevens comes round the wicket and he might just have picked him up. First ball! What a good bit of change up from Darren Stevens. Comes round the wicket, change of angle going across the batsman. Anwar Ali not picking it, and Samit Patel, the safest pair of hands in Hong Kong.
Yeah, smart bowling there. I think he tried to bowl the leg cutter there and really getting a little bit of a leading edge. Samit Patel taking the second catch of the game for him.
Oh, I think Stevens a little unlucky there. He angled it across the batsman. Got a guideline here in sixes cricket for the wide. The umpires follow that very stringently. Good fielding on the boundary. Samit Patel really setting an example for the rest of his players. 2 catches already. He's been agile, he's been athletic. Stevens back over the wicket. Of all the all-rounders Pakistan have, Mohammad Sami not really known for his prowess with the willow, and it's showing there.
Yeah, I think they tried Sohail Khan yesterday and who failed miserably trying to get the ball away, so I guess they've tried to shuffle it up, give Mohammad Sami perhaps a go.
Did I say something? Oh dear me, I'm so glad Mohammad Sami's out there batting and not listening to me.
Well, the way he reacted to that one, I think he might have might be listening to you out there. He's gone, well, hold on a minute. Got some, I'll show you. And boy, as he's showing it to us today, that's a serious shot over mid-off.
My apologies, Mohammad Sami. That was a wonderful shot. Now, there you have it. That's the first set of games we have. The first 4 we mentioned to you. And then we go straight into the Cup and Plate semi-finals. Not as simple as I mentioned. These 8 teams, again, in a sense, in a round robin, a second round robin format, will again be ranked and either go into the Plate or the Cup, depending on how they finish in these first 4 games of the day. Ricky Clark make up for that dropped catch with a good over here? They need a good over. Pakistan could easily get to 110, 115. They want to keep that in check. It's going to be four deliveries to go.
Just slashed away there. Too much width on offer from Ricky Clark. So there's a face of contact.
Can Ricky Clark make up for that dropped catch with a good over here? They need a good over. 4 deliveries to go. Lovely change up from Ricky Clark. Need a few.
Just slashed away there. Too much width on offer from Ricky Clark.
Can Ricky Clark make up for that dropped catch with a good over here? Those quickly, aren't they? That has been hit high. It's going to be touch and go. It's go. Just over Jordan Clark. Well, if you see it's Jordan Clark, you pretty much know that the odds are in the favour of the batsman, no matter what he does. Just had a terrible time of it. And again, Farhan's having a party, early morning party. 100 up, 106, 218, 217.
Well, Alexa, we're having a look at the ball before the one he manages to get over mid-on. And this is live. Boy, that is a biggie. That's out of here.
And that expression, I think, sums it all up. That young man is a Pakistan supporter. They are loving it. And Pakistan bring up the 3rd highest score of the tournament so far. We had 2 teams on 115 apiece, and Pakistan now with 112. Correction, 115, 114, and now 112, and that's not a bad way to start day 2, when it's really lots to play for. Are you going to make it to the plate or into the cup? And Pakistan at the moment favourites for the latter. 112 for 2. Ricky Clark will be warming up to try and lead the MCC run chase. What a good start from Gareth Berg. That wonderful catch from Samit Patel meant he got that 1 for 11. But after that, it was a little disappointing from the MCC. We've got the toss for the next match. I think it's going to be the Kiwis and Hong Kong down there. Catherine with the captains.
Yes,
our next game is 2v7, so it's the New Zealand Kiwis up against Hong Kong. Our captains, Bubba Hyatt and Peter Fulton, join me. New Zealand have the toss. Hong Kong, it's your call.
Heads.
Heads is the call, and it's tails. So, Peter, what would you like to do?
We'll have a bowl.
Well, reason?
We just like to hopefully chase. Hopefully we can restrict them to a reasonable total and chase it down. But we'll see how we go.
Now, your experienced heads have really been leading the way. Shannon Stewart, he's been incredible. Who are you expecting to, deliver a little bit more today?
I think Ronnie Hera, he hasn't really got going with the bat yet, but he's pretty dangerous. So hopefully he can go well with bat and ball today and get us a win.
Now, unfortunately, your last game was a loss to Australia. What were you most disappointed with and hope to improve on today to make that final?
To be honest, I don't think
Reason?
too much. We just like to hopefully chase. Came up against hopefully we can restrict them to a reasonable total and chase it down. But they all got going. We'll see how we go.
Now, your experienced heads have really been leading the way
today and see what happens.
Peter, good luck.
Cheers. Thank you.
So, Bubba, you're going to have to bat first. Happy with that?
Obviously, we wanted to bowl first as well, but unfortunately, we lost the toss on. Hopefully we'll put the good total on the board and try to defend that.
Nazaket Khan, he was incredible yesterday. Feeling big things from him today too?
Obviously, he's in amazing form. He's doing well for the team, and hopefully he turn up today and perform the way he batted yesterday.
Now tell us, Bubba, what does it mean this Hong Kong Sixers back? You've played in it before. What have you made of the tournament so far?
Obviously, it's been really long. We have to wait it for like 5 years, and the Sixers are back in Hong Kong. So we are really excited playing against more quality sides, and in front of the whole crowd is amazing.
Well, enjoy it and good luck.
Thank you. Thanks.
So there we have it. New Zealand won the toss and elected to bowl.
Thank you for that, Kathy. Yeah, that's the game. after the completion of this match, the New Zealand Kiwis against Hong Kong. And remember, Hong Kong just with a little bit of momentum after their last game. They didn't start off very well, but finished off with a wonderful victory. Players coming into form in just the right time. Kathy mentioned Nazakat Khan. A couple of the bowlers as well. You know, Pakistan have plenty of support here, plenty of vocal support.
Thank you all very, very much.
Got good reason. Some big hits to finish with. How close was a couple of those hits to not just perfectly timed, but to that Hublot board. Could have easily had a 12 or 2 in that innings, but I think Pakistan will reckon they've got more than they bargained for. Sohail Tanvir has this figure of 90 somewhere lurking at the back of his mind. 112, he'll think it's a bonus.
Yeah, I think Pakistan should be very happy with that score. 113 runs required by the MCC. Yeah, some of their batters were in a bit of form yesterday, Ricky Clark especially, and Samit Patel, but basically it might be a bit of a tall order for the MCC guys.
One thing to look out for today, because of the nature of the format, is it's not just about a victory, it's probably about the margins as well. So teams will want to win, but win well. So even if you register a single win, you'll probably have the same number of points as 3 other teams, but just depends on how well you've won. That could perhaps put you on top, and it'll determine who you play in the semi-finals, either the plate or the cup. So lots to play for here, plenty to play for.
It looks like it's going to be Jordan Clark and Darren Stevens to start the proceedings for the MCC. They really need to come to the party if they're going to turn over, in my view, probably the best team here in the competition today.
Jordan Clark needs to turn around a bit of personal form. He's conceded 30 in the over that he bowled. It would be handy if he could score 30. Quickly. Pakistan keeping to their formula of Mohammad Sami opening up.
Mohammad Sami getting a little bit of shape. Stevens getting in a bit of a tangle there from ball 1. That's where the Pakistan bowlers have been very impressive in getting the ball to swing and get it to swing that little bit later than normal.
And again, just about jamming. Jordan Clark needs to turn around a bit of personal form. First runs off the bat. The young man looks more neutral. Pick up runs for that. It's not a bad place to hit the ball when you've got swinging around a little bit, coming at pace. But the thing is, Pakistan won't mind a few boundaries here and there. It's the big sixes that'll hurt them when you're chasing 113.
Yeah, smart batting there by Darren Stevens. Doesn't try to muscle it. Recognises Sami's bowling decent pace and just tries to use that pace down the fine leg.
And again, and this one's a 6. We had one of these yesterday. Just an edge on the offside, and it just flies, and he has a good laugh about that.
I think Steve-O's enjoyed that one. Managed to hit that 6. Top bit of a top edge, and the ball's flown pace down the third man, down the fine leg.
The one that went for 6, I reckon, was Sami's best delivery. Once again, late swing. He just managed to get a bat on that. And that's how little the margin for error is. In cricket in general, but in this format, short boundaries, 4 fielders. Wow. Jordan Clark, some fancy footwork, finishes with a boundary. Decent over, you'll have to say, from Mohammad Sami, but MCC still managing 17 off it.
Yeah, it looks like the MCC have talked about their tactics. The ball is swung like it did yesterday. It's been the same this morning. They've been trying to be a bit more smarter. They've used the pace of the ball, trying to get the ball down a third man fine leg, trying to give this opposition something to think about.
That colourful ball, the seam not quite as prominent. Some of the swing bowlers have found in the past that, especially when it's brand new, tends to swing a little bit more. So they like to keep it getting a little rough if they can very quickly. That's what Sohail Tanvir mentioned when I interviewed him before the tournament. Said, if I could get my hands on a slightly older ball, I always prefer that.
Well struck there by Darren Stevens. Keeps his shape, that's the secret there.
Virgin Atlantic maximum number 220. That's big. That's big. It doesn't need to be massive, it just needs to be over. That's 6 runs. Still got Ricky Clark to come.
It's a proper cricket shot. Both of the shots, first 2 balls, they're proper cricket shots. The lofted drive over mid-off. That's what you need against proper quality fast bowling.
And occasionally you can get runs like that as well. So 6, 6 and 4. The MCC well on their way. They need still another 80 runs of just 21 deliveries. But if you want to start, that's not a bad way to start. Stevens getting close to retirement. Ricky Clark will be licking his lips, wanting to join this. You have to love about Darren Stevens, he always plays with a big smile on his face, no matter what the situation of the game. Good to see.
I think I'd be smiling if I was batting out there with only 4 fielders. Gautam, I would enjoy that too.
There's runs on offer everywhere. 26 of 8. 31 is the score to retire. Perfect result for Stevens would be a boundary and then a 6. And he gets the boundary. He gets the boundary, gets to 30. And he'll want to finish this over with a 6. That'll be perfect. Perfect for the MCC, perfect for Stevens.
Yeah, I'd imagine he'll be shimming onto the offside so that he can perhaps loft the ball into the leg side. That's what I'd be trying to do. I reckon Darren Stevens will be trying to do something similar.
What's Anwar Ali's response? Yep, that's it. Perfect result for Darren Stevens. That's gone higher than he expected, but it's maximum 36. That's perfect, Darren Stevens. It's an even bigger smile.
Well, the man who won't be smiling will be Anwar Ali. He's just gone for 26 of his over. And MCC are well up with the rate.
Big score put on by Pakistan, and the MCC in response. 43 of just 2. It's not Ricky Clark. The captain comes out first. Samit Patel. Jordan Clark will be on strike to the Pakistan captain, Sohail Tanvir. There is Ricky Clark.
I know Samit had a good day yesterday, but I think Clark was the standout batsman. I would have thought that if I was captain, I would definitely have got Clark to come in instead of Samit. Really try and put the pressure back on Pakistan.
I'm a little surprised myself. Ricky Clark opened the batting in the last game of the day yesterday. Samit Patel mentioned that at the toss, said yes, we are aware of his form, we're pushing him up the order. It's only 5 overs. Need to give him every chance to bat. There's no point in him sitting there watching, like us. I'm a little surprised myself. And Ricky Clark opened the batting in the last game of the day yesterday. Samit Patel mentioned that at the toss, said yes, we are aware of his form, we're pushing him up the order. It's only 5 overs. Need to give him every chance to bat. Yeah, when it's no point in happening for you, it's not happening for you. It must be Samit Patel's handwriting when he pushed the batting order to everyone. He sent the wrong Clark out there.
Well, I think that's a drop catch out there to deepen it off. Let's have a look. He gets most of it.
He can't do a Samit Patel. Very, very similar. Eerily similar that was. Just missing the T in his name. Samit can take it, Sami can't. Oh dear.
Very true. Very true, mate. Well, that's 4 more for Jordan Clark. Not the most elegant shot in the book, but hey, it's still effective.
What an over it's been from Sohail Tanvir. That's a boundary, but it still is going to be an excellent over as far as Pakistan are concerned. 16 runs conceded when the team chasing needs more than 20 or 25. So it's 54 needed of the final 2 overs, which is still very possible. One big 30-run over. We saw some great catches yesterday as well. We've seen one today. But have a look at that. That was South Africa. The MCC started off with 1. And that was outstanding. Outstanding from Elliot Hurd. Had to visit the dentist after that. Captain of South Africa, Swanepoel. And to finish things off, that man on your screen now with bat in hand had a perfect start to the game. Samit Patel, you beauty.
That's a monster from Samit Patel. Keeps his shape on the shot. He was trying to hit the ball a bit too hard in the first couple of balls he faced, but this one, bang! It's important. I know it's only 5 overs, but it's very important to still follow the basics. Watch the ball onto the bat. Keep your shape on the shot.
Key over from Hamad Azam. Doesn't want to leave too many for Sohail Khan at the end. I reckon it's very quickly, mathematically going out of MCC's reach. And I think they've missed a trick here. Some of the shots we've seen from Ricky Clark yesterday, and he hasn't faced a ball yet. Something's not right.
I think they made a bit of a mistake sending Jordan Clark rather than Ricky Clark opening the batting. Got to get your best players in. Get them in as soon as possible.
Hamad Azam, he had a similar run out yesterday. This time he doesn't get it. The bye, it's not going to be good enough. 45 of 7 deliveries.
Well, that looks out to me, but I'm not sure if anyone appealed.
Jordan Clark helps that on its way for a boundary. That's not good enough. Still means they need 41 of 6. A few boundaries and a Hublot.
Yep, I think the batters need to be eyeing up the Hublot sign, which is strategically placed.
Yeah, Pakistan, the third highest score of the tournament put on in this match. We had South Africa and Sri Lanka who bettered that 115 and 114 respectively. And I think that list shows you that 100 is the kind of pass score you're looking for to feel safe about defending it. 70s and 80s sound good, they look good, but 3 figures. You need that. Watch out for the Hublot sign. Can Samit Patel get there? Not unless somebody's wearing a Hublot watch in the stands and it crashes into his wrist. Is he going to get 12 runs?
Yep, 6 more for MCC, but then really need to try and hit the ball down the ground to those Hublot signs to have any chance of winning this game.
Yeah, that's not going to hurt Pakistan at all. I'm wondering if MCC just have told themselves we're resigned to getting into the plate and let's go and play well in the plate and win that. Nothing wrong with that. Could just be the strategy. They're resting Ricky Clark for the plate. Hublot sign is very close to it. Oh, I think that was very, very close to it indeed, but did he get there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's trying to aim for that. Got his bottom hand into it just at the right time, but that's pretty close.
Remember, 12 runs if you hit that sign. Sohail Khan will head proceedings there. You're still in the hunt. Thanks to Hublot, batting sides are always in the hunt. 2 Hublots and a single, and you're home, MCC.
As easy as that. Smart bowling there by Sohail Khan. It's been a bit expensive by his standards in this over, but managed to get that Yorker in.
2 of 22. And a top edge. Goes straight to the wicketkeeper. Sohail Khan picks up a wicket. And now, belatedly, we're waiting for Ricky Clark to come on to bat. And what we're waiting for. The umpire's given him out. One Clark walks off, another Clark walks in. Now, away Shah. Remember 1992, the World Cup, England versus South Africa. The equation after the rain rule, 22 runs of 1 ball. We've got it again! 22 of 1 ball, and Ricky Clark has the honour of hitting a 22. Now, how do you hit a 22?
I don't think you can go.
Yeah, it was too much to ask for. It was too much to ask for. In 1992, it was the rain rule. This time, it was just, I guess, a batting order that went wrong. 95 for 1. It was a good effort from the MCC, but not when you're chasing. 113. Yeah, it was too much to ask for. It was too much to ask for. In 1992, it was the rain rule. This time, it was just, I guess, a batting order that went wrong. As you can hear, 95 for 1. It was a good effort from the MCC, but not when you're chasing. 113. In all likelihood, Yeah, it was too much to ask for. It was too much to ask for. In 1992, it was the rain. One delivery. That was disappointing from the MCC.
Well, nothing different there for Pakistan's bowlers. Mohammad Sami started the proceedings, bowled rather well. Sohail Tanvir, the two standout bowlers. But I think they had enough runs in the bank not for MCC not to have a chance of winning that game.
Yep, so MCC still haven't racked up a victory here in the 2017 Hong Kong Sixers. Pakistan 112 for 2, the third highest score in the tournament. Good effort from the MCC, but not good enough in the end. 17-run victory for Pakistan. Yeah, that's what we've got next. Ronnie Hero. That's what Big Peter Fulton mentioned at the toss. He wants a little bit more from Ronnie Hero. That's the effort from Terence Stevens and company. He played well. Good over from Sami to start with. But all the efforts, all the big hits from the men in yellow was just not enough. They fell 17 runs short.
Yeah, plenty of power on display. But I agree with you. I think they missed a trick with Jordan, rather than Jordan Clark. They should have perhaps opened the batting with Ricky Clark. Samit Patel trying to get in the action, but it was a little bit too little, too late. And Pakistan winning the game with that wicket at the end of the final over.